Hello and welcome back to DROD RPG, Fetch the Pie. Well, it's a part of the hold. We were gonna have to do it eventually. 50 hits. And it starts. Right, so these things, no enemy defense. I never actually mentioned this in the previous episode, so I just wanted to cover that now. The attack eyes will do 25 damage no matter how good your defense is, so this isn't a matter of me getting a better shield and coming back. I have to turn around to get to that orb anyway. Okay, I think that was pretty good. No, I kinda hate this. I could do that, I guess. Okay, that was pretty good. Okay, delaying that didn't help us, so we'll just undo. Okay, and then I just get out. I guess that's better. Because if I do it this way... I guess I probably want to rotate a few times. Oh, the doors are closed. Okay. In that case, let's just kill them all and get out. Okay, that's respectable. Yeah, so not a huge fan of this kind of thing because there's so many moving parts and it's hard to predict, which isn't the kind of puzzle that I think DROD RPG is about. Generally, like that's something this hold did in several other places as well, where we had a bunch of moving enemies, and that's really not the DROD RPG experience. But anyway, we basically get all the health back. And then we get +10 attack. And because the eyes ignore defense, there was really no better time to do it than we did. So that's okay. Okay, so this room... I guess what's going on here is we want to... Okay, well, gel babies are free, so it doesn't matter what we end up with here. Arguably, gel babies would actually be better because they give us more Greckles. Right, so the choice here... We can lock it off entirely to get this health as mud. We can go through here as tar, and then I guess we lose access to this because we can't cut it as tar. Or we can do it as gel. The question is, do gel mothers hurt? Probably. Yeah, we need 54 more attack. Okay. Yeah, 40 instead of 8 Greckles per baby. So that is definitely worth doing once gel mothers are free, but until then, we don't really need the attack that badly. Alright, what opens these? This is the only thing in the room that could open it. And it's going to cost us 2 green keys to come in. And then it's going to cost us a green key and 2 yellow keys to come in a second time. Which means that we're trading basically a green key and 2 yellow keys for killing the brain so that the snake does slightly less damage. There's no way that's worth it. Okay, so here... Now we do have a few options. I can spend 2 green keys to grapple onto the door here and drop it from the other side, which lets me skip this whole room. If I don't spend 2 green keys... Well, hold on. Before we make any other decisions. Arena done. We want this save. Okay, obviously, kill the brain. 330 for yellow. If I had a 650, okay, so it's cheaper just to do that. Okay. Well, almost cheaper on obsidian golems. We are back here. Excellent. So I think we did have to do all of that. And there's a blue key. Did we see the other two? I don't recall seeing another blue key anywhere. Oh right, there's one. Arena's done, we're not going back there. And unfortunately, I don't think we can grapple from here to here, because there's no obstacle or pit here. Well, I guess just pit. Or water. So if we spend 2 blue keys to raise this door, and then try to move this way, we would just step onto the floor. So no grappling across the blue doors. Alright, this room... 89 for a Beetle Queen. Which isn't happening, so... we do just need health. And yeah, no shield until we get past here at the very least, so... if we're not breaking a score point, we might as well just keep pushing. Anything left back here, though, that I could be doing? I think at this point, I'm waiting on a shield before I go clean up because it's mostly keys. But it could be health as well. Alright, so I do not have enough health to kill all 4 of the Beetle Queens. What's actually going on here? We need all 4 of these to be dead. And... okay, we can break this and get the Mimic up here. That's not hard to do. Do beetle eggs still hurt, actually? Okay, beetle eggs will be free if I got 1 more attack, so I guess we get an attack somewhere else before we do this room. Okay, so what's actually going on here is I kill... there's an extra puzzle where I kill the 4 beetles, and then I get the Mimic up here, and I put the Mimic up here. Then I hit the orb. And then I have to kill 11 eggs. And I can't stab the Mimic to generate more eggs. If I stab an egg, I can generate more eggs, right? Yes. Ah. That means... okay, well that means I can't. So I could, but I can't. Okay. So really the puzzle here then is... can't I only generate 6? Hold on. Can't I only generate 6 eggs though? Well, regardless, we're not doing this room yet. Figure that out later. Right, this was the blue key. Well, I might as well come in with a wooden shield, and probably a wooden blade, although I'm going to be disarmed anyway. Again, a moving monster puzzle, but this one at least is more predictable. So what am I actually trying to do here? I need to hit that to get in. Huh. Maybe I should be doing this with more health. Yeah, you can't hit me across ortho squares. Hold on. I put you up there. Yeah, I can't wait, because then I get hit. Unfortunate. I think that's the best I can do. Okay, it feels like there's got to be a better way of doing this, but that start was pretty bad. So I can't get through here. I mean, I guess I can just kill the eyes, that's the other option. But... It doesn't feel... great, though. So I think what this is a mechanism for trapping eyes down here so I don't have to fight them later, maybe? So I'm taking 2 eye hits to get through here. This feels like it's gotta be a puzzle to avoid doing that though, right? Like that's... otherwise there's no purpose to this maze. Okay, if I do this, I can get you up there, get you up here. So now I'm just down to 1. But I only took 1 hit anyway. I took 1 hit from you, and then I take a hit going around here. And there's just no other way to... Yeah, I just don't think there's another way of doing this. Okay, well, this is what we're doing. Weird room. Maybe I'm just not seeing what I'm supposed to do. But I don't think there was any way to avoid taking the 1 hit on the way down here, and then there's certainly no way of avoiding this. Because this door doesn't even open until you're down here. At which point you're forced to go through. So yeah, I think you're just forced to take hits, and it just looks like it's a puzzle, but it kind of isn't. Right, so we do have a bunch of key for health trades we can make in various places. Beetle eggs are now free. And we have 1 of our keys. Still 49 for you. More than that for you. Okay, 1,000. That is a health profit if I do it. And it gets me 10 attack. Still 84 for Beetle Queens. I think I'm just stuck doing stuff. Okay, so what's going on here? Now that I'm actually in the room, I can click on pressure plates. Okay, so I need to kill the bronze golem. Oh, that's easy to do. I guess the problem is we don't want either of these to be pressed. That is correct. So I can kill the bronze golem, but I need to do it with a wooden blade. You are still free though, so I can just do that. Ah, obstacle. Okay. And I don't think the blue defender or the beetle get noticeably cheaper either. So let's just get the defense. And I can do that. Alright, what opens this though? Oh, the orb. Right, because I get. Alright. Pretty easy attack. And I'm never killing this queen, it's not worth it for the Greckles, so I guess we're done. Alright, not a bad room. Since beetle eggs are free, I might as well. So that's just a yellow key and a little bit of health if I do that. Right, I could technically spend 2 green keys for 2 yellow keys there. Green keys there, okay. Just keys. Thought I had more health trades I could make. Well, that one's free. Don't care about the egg. Okay, that is not a profit. Which means that's almost never going to be a profit. Well, not without a way better shield. And even then, it's not much of a profit. Alright, on this side, I think I had everything cleared out. Oh, there's my potions. Okay. Yeah, so if I'm looking for health, let's just pop in here. 2 yellows for 1,000, 1 green for 1,000. Okay, and that should give us more than enough health for all of the stuff that we're trying to do over here. Right, I just don't have access to that room yet. Could be cheaper. I don't need more health at this point. Oh, we hit the obsidian golem checkpoint, so that's good. Alright, let's figure this room out. So I have a mimic. I think I see what the puzzle is. Okay. I was trying to figure out how this could be a puzzle. And what it is if the mimic stabs something, they'll still probably try to spawn close to me. And the one that you stab spawns. Okay, that's a little bit weird. But that explains how we get the extra eggs, because I was not seeing any possible way of having enough beetle eggs. Whoops. Okay, well, this is awkward. I guess we'll do it this way. So first then, I want... Okay, I've got some weird spacing going on here. I don't like this. So where's the first one gonna be? I guess if I do this, that's not too bad because I'm probably not going to be that far down. Okay, but the problem now is I have to be in a different spot for this one. So if I do this, okay, they both spawn, that's fine. Nope. We don't want to do that. The other issue then is I think I'm stuck because my sword's in a bad spot and I can't get out. So what we're actually going to do is we're just going to push ourselves over a little bit. Oh no. Oh, we get the thing spawning under our sword. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on here. Okay. Well, we've extracted the mimic from that position. Okay. So if I do that, and now I just have to stab this last one. Okay. So. Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That looks like all of the eggs to me. And now we just stab everything. And that will get us 10 and 1 for the mimic. So that puzzle was required to make progress, because that was a blue key. But not too bad. Just some weird scripting stuff going on, but once you figure that out, the puzzle isn't too hard. Again, more of a DROD puzzle than an RPG puzzle, but I guess in the sense that it's mimic manipulation, but egg spawning is RPG behavior, so it's just kind of another weird room. Alright, and then there's this one which you just have to take the hits. Okay. I'm pretty sure there wasn't enough attack lying around for me to make those cheaper. Certainly not enough attack without fighting a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, it's just what I thought. Alright, we are through to another area. What can we find? Goblins. We can find goblins. Okay. Oh, you are actual goblins. Strikes when back turned. Okay. Huh. Yeah, so we just take 40 there. Not bad. This must have been where the goblins came from. Probably leads back to that village, back on the 5th level. Looks like they burned the bridge behind them. Okay, we've got a goblin here. Obviously, the conceit of this one is do not... Okay, yeah, 140 per hit. Don't actually kill the goblin. Well, we can get in here. Another ornamental backtracking orb. Okay, grab the attack. Okay, jade columns are almost cheaper. Brain does matter with these. Slime Man. Okay, upgraded goblin. Strikes when back turned. So we take 4 hits for that. Huh. Okay, and now we're actually at the point where we're supposed to be fighting oil babies, so up until now I guess they were just earlier than they should have been. Okay, well, take out the water strider. A wretched spider strikes when adjacent. Okay, that's not happening for a while. Certainly not happening until it's health positive. Okay, I didn't even actually look at that room, I just kind of stepped into it. Realized that I couldn't get there and then stepped out. Alright, so we're probably going through that green door, but let's at least continue exploring around here. Okay, there's something up that way. And we have to get around. Yeah. Which could be through the tunnels, or it could be from up here somehow. Okay. Suddenly our key stockpile has run out. Okay, my memory failed me. I thought there was a shield in here, but there is in fact a better weapon instead. Alright. Scripted weapon so it doesn't appear or something. I don't know if this, like, modern, like in DROD RPG 2 for sure, but I think even in the original DROD RPG, you could have a weapon, a custom weapon that isn't, that you can click on, but for whatever reason this isn't the case here. It might have been a quirk of the older original engine. Worm Piercer is a metal sword that adds 120 attack and doubles attack versus snakes. Worms, I guess. 120, huh? Metal sword. Okay, it does specify metal. So that is a plus 50 attack if I can get it. One more attack before we go in there, for sure. And then we have to go around twice. Well, to two places. Oh. Okay, I might have to actually backtrack and start picking up some of those keys. And then there's this one, which is relatively cheap. How's that? $39. Oh boy. Well, that's 8 attack gems. I don't think we're getting 8 attack gems. So I think certainly not for that. Well, I guess we're not getting a better shield before we start going back and cleaning up some stuff. Okay. We could go down this way. So I guess I'll take the 40 damage. And then eek, we's gonna get shifted up. Yes. Does this actually get me anything? It gets me onto the 9th level. Alright, there he is. Blocks him off. Kill all the security eyes. Okay. Well, we did that without taking damage. Nice. Okay. Here... Sure. So the question then is there anything down here that's worth doing all the goblin fights? Curious. Okay, I almost certainly want one more attack gem before I come down here. But I can backtrack, so it's not like I've committed to anything. mean, sure, it's a thing I can do. Guardian. Right. So the Guardian. Guardian? But those are supposed to be a legend. Right, okay, so when I kill something, the Guardian goes to the spot where I did the stab. If I sit there, it will attack me. And I can just take them out. Yeah, that feels more like a DROD RPG enemy. As far as moving enemies go, the Guardians are probably okay. Okay, I can get some more keys by doing this. Obviously, this is going to lock me out of the green key, which I desperately need green keys now. Oh. I see, these are all double hits. Well, that wasn't going to get any better. I see what's going on here. So the puzzle here is that I can hit that golem to move the Guardian out of the way. And if I'm doing that, I need the attack before I go forward. Everything up until this point I think we're still going to stick with. Night Shield. Oh, here it is. There's the shield upgrade. Night Shield is a metal shield that adds 120 defense to a person's defense score. Okay, in that case, so we found the key that I was looking for. We do have to fight these before we get to it. So might as well just do that. And I will have to fight down here. Shish up the goblins. Okay, but before I go down there then and start doing stuff, I really want one more attack. Was there anything... See, this one I'm taking a bunch of hits. It's 120, right? So it's 50 defense. This might be the time just to do this, honestly. We got the Worm Smiter. Yeah, I think... because this is only 2 hits. So that's actually pretty cheap in terms of the amount of savings that I would get for having the shield. So I think we grab that now. Okay, there are 2 stairs on the same screens. That hotkey does not work until we get halfway through the room. Alright, so from here... there he is, blocks him off, indeed. is fine. I can get out. But this is first priority. And it's pretty cheap even. Well, relatively cheap, I guess. I could make you cheaper, but I think just getting the shield as soon as possible makes more sense than trying to find 5 more attack gems. Paragon of Shielded Protection. I feel confident stating there is no better shield out there. There is simply no better way to protect oneself. And there's no reason to grab that other shield and bring it back, so I think that's just the correct thing to do. Alright, and now that I have the shield, now I go back. And do everything else. So starting from the 4th level. Well, that's on Ormites, so it doesn't matter. And that's just a bad trade. Okay, 4th level done. 5th level. This 30 times 0. Yeah. Probably about time to do that. It's just free shield, free keys. Not quite free, but close to free. Questionable trade, questionable trade. Blue defenders are actually free now. Okay, none of that stuff matters. Alright, well there's one thing I can get for free here. Blue defenders are free though, which means that on this... in fact, I'm confident enough, I'm just gonna go. I don't think... Oh, so you still do 30. Well, okay. Maybe there is still stuff here that's gonna hurt me. That's a pretty decent trade for health, but that uses a green key, which I'm starting to be low on. Okay, I am no longer confident that I actually have the ability to get things for free here. I'm gonna have to take a hit. That's expensive. So I think I'm going to be okay with the 30s for keys at this point. How about a mimic? How much do you hurt? For 50. I'll take 50 for a green key. I will accept that at this point. Undo. Right. I come up the stairs now. And get that, which is nice. That's just gonna always hurt. I don't think that there's... Like, I don't remember if there's an Ormite shield in this hold. 7th level. Okay, there should be quite a bit of stuff here though. Yep, like a disarmed 90 for 2 yellows, I'll take it. Uh, 60 for a rattlesnake now. That's a lot of keys. I do get the worm smiter thing, which makes snakes cheaper. But am I really going to get cheaper than... Like, if I have double attack, I'm still taking 1 hit, so I'm saving 30 damage on these. I mean, I'd be close to 1200. I'm almost free, actually. Plus 50 from the sword. I'm 5 attack gems away from double damage against worms. Not quite, because I'm going to need to overcome the 20 defense as well. So I'm, what, 7 gems away? 7 attack gems away from these being free. But it's really not that much health, and I do need the keys to get the sword in the first place. So, thinking I just, premature snakes. Thinking I just do this. If I do the wood, though, these ones are still quite expensive. Okay. Blue defender, but you are brained. Is it time to do this room yet? This is gonna really hurt even with wood. No, it's not. Because with wood, I can just kill them without taking damage. Which means... is it even possible for me to get out? Like, to get through the room? We'll do that. And not look too hard and just see what happens. I know I don't have to kill all of these, but it's not too hard to do. Alright. I do have to drop all of the trapdoors, though. Nice. Gets me some more keys. So I should have enough keys now to go and get the sword. Those are pretty cheap. Okay, I just got the night shield, so this... I mean... it's technically a profit. And then I'm, what, spending a yellow and 2 greens? And the thing is, this is assuming I'm ever going to get a better shield. But all this is essentially just getting a green key. And there are lots of green keys around, so if I I do need more green keys, I'm fine. This... So that was 300 for 2 yellows. Yeah, I think I'll do it. Plus then I don't have to worry about running through that room again with my sword facing in a certain way and not blowing it up. Okay, if I go in here, is it finally time? Golem room? Let us see. Yeah, I have to do that with that timing. Alright, you're just gonna die. Release the Ormites is... whatever. So I'm looking at 150 damage for a green key. Yeah, let's just do it. Can't kill you, so we won't. As long as I don't move diagonally. Get a revenge on you. We will never go in there. You still do quite a bit of damage. $280, huh? Well. You did just get cheaper. Okay, you guys are looking pretty decent. That's a pretty cheap gem at this point. But I think I'm not super worried about that. Grab 750 for a yellow isn't bad. Okay, and then with the plus 50 from the sword, the beetle queens get cheaper. So I think we just go up and do that now. Now, how are you hurting these days? Still quite a bit. Okay. Right, so this room was going to be a ridiculous number. The oil baby... Yeah, I actually need more health for this. We're fighting the oil baby to save ourselves some green keys. I was thinking I was just going to quickly rush this out at the end of the episode, but I might need more health now. 2 green and a yellow for 2,000 health. You know, that's not actually a bad deal. Then I'm spending keys, but if I'm at a point where health is kind of a concern... you know what? We don't always have to do health or always do keys. We can mix it up. So I think I am going to do that. And then we go over here. I think that... Whoops, that ratio works out slightly better for me. Okay. Right, can't do that. Because of the health potions behind that thing, I think. Okay, this sword looks very different from the longsword. Good, I won't confuse the two, even though both are longswords. Also, snakes should be no problem now. Yeah. So we've got the Worm Piercer, no reason to hold on to the longsword. It's just a strict downgrade. Alright, so with the Worm Piercer and the Night Shield, we are much stronger than we were at the start of the episode. So with all of that, I guess there's more exploration to do down here. Or I guess we never went this way, but yeah, more progress next time. I will see you then.